Hello everyone. In this session of CCNA series, I'll demonstrate how to configure a trunk using 802.1q encapsulation. Also, I'll show you how to configure a native VLAN and verify the same using some show commands. Let's take a simple topology in which we have two switches and three PCs from three different departments, as in three different VLANs connected to each switch. Those PCs in the same VLANs currently are not able to ping each other. So to make it work, we have to configure a trunk link between those two switches. Let me show you if I can ping the other PC that is with the IP 192.168.1.2. As you can see, it's not able to reach. So let's log in into the switch and configure the trunk port. By default, the ports on the switch are in access mode. So you can configure the trunk port by logging into the interface configuration mode and by issuing a command switch port mode trunk. The port will be configured as trunk. On the earlier model, it was required to configure the encapsulation type as either .1q or ISL, but on those new switches nowadays are having .1q by default, as ISL is obsolete. So you can verify the configuration by issuing show running config command. Here you can see this interface is configured as trunk, and then you can also verify the operation by showing show interface fa0/2 switch port command. Here you can see the administrative mode is trunk, the operational mode is trunk, and encapsulation operational is still, administrative is still not showing, but operational is showing .1q. Let's hop onto the other switch and configure the trunk as well. The port which I have connected is fa0/1 switch port mode trunk. Then let's verify the configuration. Okay, and then let's verify the operational. Okay, here you can see the administrative and operational mode is trunk, and the encapsulation mode is .1q. Let's verify it on the earlier switch as well. Okay, but for some reason it's not showing, but the operational mode is showing .1q. So this verifies that we have successfully changed the switch port mode to trunk. Let's try if student 1 can ping to the PC that is on the other side. Excellent. Now these two PCs can communicate with each other. Similarly, other PCs should also be able to communicate. We can verify it. You can see the faculty PC is also able to reach. Similarly, guest PC also should be able to reach the other side. Excellent. The show interface command is really useful. I'll show you some of the other features which are there in the show command. You can see if an interface is in trunk mode by using this command, it will show if it is a trunk, if it is having encapsulation as .1q, and also another important feature it shows is what is a native VLAN. Currently, by default, the native VLAN will always be 1. It will also show another feature called over here. It allows all the VLAN by default. Okay, you can also limit this by allowing particular VLANs. You can use the command switch port mode trunk allow switch port trunk allow VLAN. As for example, let me first allow the VLAN 10. What this does is it allows only VLAN 10. Okay, later on, first let me show you. Here you can see right now it allows only one VLAN, that is VLAN 10. So you can keep on adding the VLAN as in how required. Switch port trunk allowed VLAN add. What happens is if you use the same command which I used before, that allow VLAN, it will delete the previous one. So you have to use the add command to add more VLANs. Let me add 20 and let me add 30. So now it will show, see, you can see now these three VLANs are only allowed. This is good security practice because anybody can come and connect a PC and his VLAN will be allowed. So that will be a big security lapse. So now, so far we have seen how we can enable trunk, and also I showed you how we can allow specific VLANs. Let's move on to another topic of how we can change the native VLAN. So when changing the native VLAN, you have to make sure you do it on both the switches. Okay, and it is not a good practice to have a native VLAN as VLAN 1. So we have to use a particular VLAN, a dedicated VLAN that should be used, which is not in use for production traffic in the enterprise. Okay, so as I said, when changing the native VLAN, you have to make sure it is changed on both the switches. So let's go ahead and change the native VLAN. Port mode, port trunk, native VLAN. Let's just use any random VLAN like 100. Okay, and then let's do the same thing on 2 as well. Verify the same using show interface fa0/1 switch port. Here you can see the native VLAN is 100. It is showing inactive because we didn't create a VLAN yet. So let's go ahead and do that as well. And we don't have any interface assigned to it. You can see now the VLAN is active since we have created the VLAN. That's it for this session. I hope this was informative.